Greetings and welcome to a Friday edition of the Shotgun Start. It is November 28th, 29th?
Yeah.
We're something like
very
that.
In the future. I was going to ask you, Brendan. I was going to ask you, what do you think you ate too much of on Thanksgiving? Since we're recording this on Tuesday.
It's the 28th. I just looked ahead. We are recording this on Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. I ate too many mashed potatoes. Not possible to eat too many, but mashed potatoes are... And now you can dress them up anyway. Like I'll chop jalapenos, put Old Bay, butter. I do all sorts of stuff. What do you think you're going to have too much of? What did you have too much of?
I'm going out for dinner this year.
Oh, interesting.
Well, we've got a major issue in our house.
Okay.
So
okay.
The kitchen's kind of off limits. So.
All right.
So we're working through some issues. Last year we were too sick.
Oh,
so we got Indian food. This is of a run here.
They're kind of cursed. You're getting jammed.
Dude, we've had like a Thanksgiving curse. I think so. Last year we were too sick. The year before, I think I was sick. We are on a bad run of Thanksgivings.
That's tough.
So we're going out for dinner though this year. I'm interested to see how it goes.
Are you doing like a traditional Thanksgiving dinner out to eat? Or are you going like total counterculture, getting like pizza or beef or something?
Last year I ate Indian by myself because both my wife and my kid were sick.
Yeah.
So I ate Indian food by myself last year. And this year I think it's Thanksgiving themed. I glanced at the menu.
Okay.
But good. It's whatever the restaurant's twist on it is.
All right.
Good. The thing I'm bummed about, no leftovers.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how many people are coming. I always order the biggest turkey. My wife says, like, what are you doing? This serves like 25 people. It's like, oh, we got 10 coming this year. Usually pushing like 30 pounds, 26.
What?
Somewhere in the 26 plus.
Why?
Because you might as well 1 year take a full swing, get the biggest boy you can, get him in there. You got leftovers. What we just talked about. Why not? I mean, if we're being honest, this is now Friday after. Turkey is like marginally a step above rotisserie chicken. It's not great, but it's the 1 week. Oh, here comes PJ, right?
Do you just hate like birds?
No,
like white meat.
I don't mind it. It's fine. But yeah, we get a big boy and put it in the oven. We have lots of leftovers, which we'll be having right now because it's Friday. It's the day after Thanksgiving.
This is the future.
I'm going to be eating an incredible sandwich right now. I can't wait.
You're getting ready for the Bears game, Bears Eagles. Skins game may or may not be on your TV. So
we might be watching the Skins game.
Hopefully what you're doing is shopping on Black Friday from the comfort of your couch. You can hit proshop.thefriedegg.com. We have BF sale is the code, gets you 20% off. That's BF sale, gets you 20% off if you're a Fried Egg Golf Club member. Again, that's only $120 a year. Lots of benefits, lots of access, lots of content. You have an extra 5%. You get 25% off with your usual member code, but all general public BF sale, 20% off. We've got prints. If you're looking for a great gift that goes a long way, added to your home office, your father, sibling, spouse, whatever. Great prints from many golf courses, domestic and international. The Pro Shop. We've got layering. We've got hats for bats, hats for days, hats for heads. We've got so many hats, a ton of good layers. You love your little corduroy button down. I like that thing. I've got eyes on that. I've used all my my company, like we get a little company allotment of a couple $100. I've used it all, and now I'm wondering if I spend my own money. I really would like that thing. All sorts, a ton of good polos, which from B Dratty, which are a guaranteed win. Like literally, get a navy or white Liam polo. You can wear it for golf, nice dinners, work. It's literally a guaranteed thing. It's no risk, home run.
There's a good
ton of
striped
polos.
one.
Yes. Yep. We got a lot of good polos right now. BF sale, 20% off. We're just one of many places having a sale, but support your local independent golf media company at proshop.thefriedegg.com. And purchases of $250 or more get entered into a raffle for free entry into one of our events 2026. So that's a significant dollar amount if you win that. So
Look at that.
All right, let's continue
I'm
on.
glad you took care of that.
Let's continue on with our year in review, part 2. We're going at a slow pace. I think we expected to be through or up to Phoenix.
TGL jammed us.
TGL this used to be just PGA Tour events. Now it's odds and ends from everything. The Screen League we could not have contemplated when we started this in 2018.
Could end it. TGL could end it.
The year in review?
Yeah. Could be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
So we had planned to be through Pebble Beach for part 1. We are going to be through Pebble Beach for part 1 and 2, and then start with Phoenix on Sunday night, going into Monday, and then take a hiatus for Australian Open, Hero World Challenge, things of that nature. Go ahead.
We got to bring in our star reliever from the bullpen for this.
That's right.
This one.
That's right. PJ, you got assigned Farmers Insurance Open, and that's where we're going next. Again, we go.
Have you seen Major League?
Yes, I've seen Major League.
Your Wild thing.
I appreciate that. I got the glasses.
Ricky Vaughn. You do.
Ricky Vaughn. God, that's a great movie.
It is.
You know what, PJ's one of the few people that shares an appreciation for minor league or Major League back to the minors.
Major League 3 Back to the Minors. The movie that nobody has ever seen before.
You love it.
The Sacramento Bees. I mean, literally, no one has ever seen this movie before.
Except me and PJ. We had a real bonding moment over Juan 2, the double play combo up the middle.
And it's just
Pedro
Serrano sucks all of a sudden. We sent him to AAA. It's like, well, that came out of nowhere. We just needed Dennis Haysbert in the movie, but okay.
God, Major League.
What a movie! I might have to watch that.
It can't be streaming anywhere. Like it can't. Major League 3 cannot be. It can't be.
This is the world of AI. Is Major League 3 back to the minors?
God.
Growing up a Cleveland fan, this like the Indians were so bad, but we had Major League. Like we had oh my God, our team's like the feature of this great popular movie.
And then you had Draft Day.
We did have Draft Day.
I got great news for everybody. Major League.
Where's
back
it at?
to the minors.
Tubi, one of these alt.
It's only $3.99.
Quibi.
Oh, that's a steal.
Spend the $4. Thank me later.
We should do our own SGS rewatchables of Major League Back to the Minors. They would be the most traction that movie's ever had.
Dennis Haysbert, aka President in 24, went from Serrano to President of the United States. What an acting career! That's range. All right.
Okay, and
Who
with
would
that,
you be in Major League 3 back to the minors?
who would I be?
Yeah.
I always what's the catcher's name? Is it Rube? I always liked the catcher that couldn't throw because he had the yips. He was always my favorite character. He physically was incapable of throwing the ball. Jake Taylor, Tom Berenger in the second movie is trying to coach him through the yips, and then he got sent back down to the minors somehow. Again, we just needed characters that people knew in the third movie. Dennis Haysbert's got to be pissed.
Taka Tanaka and Pedro Serrano, their relationship. I mean, that's a great storyline of that movie.
More people need to be familiar with Major League Back to the Minors.
All right, let's go to Farmers Insurance. Hard segue. Gus. Is Lou Brown in that? He's out, right? He's got it.
He's out.
No
he's
way.
out.
I mean, he's the best Major League. God damn it, Dorn.
Euchre throws heat in that one. He's so good.
Euchre's in it?
Yeah, Euchre's the announcer. He's so good at it.
The real Euchre, not writing letters from beyond the grave.
I'm surprised. I bet Pat Murphy watched that before he wrote his eulogy.
for some inspiration. PJ doesn't know where to go with the
God,
farmers insurance
I'm
outfit
just
right now.
completely.
All right.
I'm happy we got through. I was looking up the
Apparently-
box office for Major League 3.
Yeah, I just was reading that. It flopped.
How could it? How
course
could it have
it did.
flopped?
God, come on.
Why? What happened?
So it flopped at the box office, grossing only $3.6 million in ticket sales against a budget of $18 million.
Oh. Well, that doesn't mean it. Like, we don't need to use money to judge whether something flops or succeeds. Sometimes art
How
is
much
art.
do you think Corbin Burnson got paid for Major League, like as like the star of
Good
the
amount,
first
probably.
movies?
Probably a good amount of that
I mean,
18 mil. You know,
Maybe like $500,000 then.
More or less than Harris English won for winning the Farmers.
less.
Can I tell you what Wikipedia says about the critical response
Please.
to Major
They're going to
League
have to
Three?
add our critical response to it.
Yeah.
We do.
On the review aggregator website, Rotten Tomatoes, 22% of 18 critics reviews. There's only 18 critics reviews for Back to the Minors. I think we could influence that.
I was going to say, we might be the foremost experts.
Only 22% of 18 critics reviews. So only 4 of 18 reviews are positive, with an average rating of 3.5 out of 10. This is insanity. 3.5 out of 10?
I don't think these people have really. I think they were taking the movie too seriously. If
Yeah.
you just took it at face value of we sent all of the major league, the like tertiary major league characters down to the minors, that's how you need to be treating this movie. It is not a sequel. It is merely just some characters you've seen before.
Oh, I forgot about Billy Downtown Anderson. He was
Walton
the star.
Goggins is like he's the most famous guy in the
Walton
world. now.
Goggins is in it?
Yes.
Wow.
He's Billy Downtown Anderson. He's the star player.
He's the top prospect.
That's amazing. Walton Goggins.
It's worth
From-
the $4. I would 1,000%.
White
recommend it.
Lotus.
I'm gonna contemplate. I might turn it on. Might be Thanksgiving weekend watching.
That's
That's
amazing.
that's just great. So while you're at home shopping on Black Friday, throw it on the TV. Spend an extra $4. Throw it on the TV. Highest of recommendations. All right, we'll do the Farmers. Nobody wanted to be a part of this event, as Brendan you alluded to at the end of part one. We had early week withdrawals from Colin Morikawa, Akshay Bhatia, Nikolai Højgaard, Mackenzie Hughes, Harry Hall. Weakest field in over 30 years. Farmers Insurance is coincidentally exiting as the title sponsor after the 2026 event anyway. So everybody is holding this up as
I forgot about that.
maybe why.
Total lame ducks. It's
Yeah,
there.
Total lame duck being played Wednesday through Saturday to avoid Championship Sunday. So this is just all nobody really is happy to be there. Xander, the rib injury kind of comes out as you said in the last episode that Xander withdrew from this event. It comes out that it's a rib injury. He's saying he's resting and skipping the hometown event, but the extent of this is unknown. Obviously, he's out for 5 or 6 weeks after this. Scottie reveals that ravioli was the cause of his hand injury on a Arnold Palmer Invitational Zoom call during media day for that. He finally gets to the bottom of what is causing him to miss the start of the year. Ravioli. Bears officially hire Ben Johnson. Andy is receiving texts from family members that this dude will lift the Lombardi Trophy for the Chicago Bears. I know we talked a little bit of Ben in the last episode, but just wanted to throw that out there.
I forgot that I was related to Ben Johnson.
That's your
I've
cousin.
been saying this the whole time. My cousin's doing work as the Bears coach. PJ, what are you going to say about the Bears if we beat the Eagles today on Friday?
I'm going to be very happy for you. I'm going to be very, very happy for you.
I feel like deep down you're rooting against me.
I'm not. I'm certainly rooting against the Eagles.
Yeah.
So you've got that going for you.
Better quarterback, Jalen Hurts or Caleb Williams?
Caleb.
Yeah.
Easy. That's not even a question.
Yeah, I feel like I got to read Jalen Hurts' like game log. Like, what is he thrown for this year?
Now, the last couple of weeks, they are intentionally having him throw the ball more in an attempt to prove that he's good, which maybe not the best idea.
Okay.
Two big articles are the big pieces of news this week. First, Eamon Lynch Q&A with Seth Waugh, the outgoing Seth Waugh, in which he takes full credit for the Keegan Bradley idea. Says that he has Ricky and JT on the little, whatever we're calling the command team now. They want somebody that's more relatable. He shows up to the meeting, and they go through a bunch of different options, and then he says, "Oh, you know who's my real idea? Keegan Bradley," and is met with stunned silence from the room in the PGA of America board meeting. And then everybody goes, "Oh, that's a great idea." So he's flying his flag. Keegan is his idea. I would love a follow-up on this to see how we feel about that now in retrospect. Definitively says he would not have paid the Ryder Cup players, which was a big topic at Kapalua, them even getting leaked that they were getting paid.
Seth Waugh said that? He definitively would not have. Okay.
Yes, he would not have done that. And he says the game of golf, PGA of America, everybody has got to get the fans back after so much damage has been done. Not irreparable damage, but damage has been done with all the talk about money. Too much talking about money, too much talking about paying the players. So that was the upshot of that. Then the next day, Derek Sprague speaks to Adam Schupak, and this is the
the rollback,
anti-rollback. Pipeline has begun. PGA of America didn't get a seat at the table with the USGA and RNA. He thought it was totally okay to pay the Ryder Cup players. Didn't think much of it. Put no thought. Just signed off on it. Comes out as staunchly anti-rollback. Says it's difficult. It would be difficult for the PGA of America members to routinely check which ball people are playing on every hole. Says, what if somebody tees off on the first hole with a rolled back ball, and then do we have to ask them again on the second hole or the third hole? Do we have to ask them every hole to make sure they're not buying
man nonsense that they're just making stuff up like every possible.
Says he hates the delayed start, so 2028 and then 2030 for regular people. He says Adam Schupak in 2029 is going to buy all the Pro V1s he can to use them for the rest of his life. Directly says that, which is just a hilarious quote.
Just reading off talking points one after another. Hypothetical.
Quote, I don't know who wants to hit the ball shorter. Anti-bifurcation, and Adam just straight up asks him, are you willing to die on this hill? To which he says yes. So Derek Sprague is completely against the rollback. Other topics include PGA member as CEO. That was the big part of the start, and then the rollback was really the main issue.
So you have one day, Seth Waugh, this sort of, I don't know, respected, I guess it depends on your point of view, but a true business leader, and then the next day the guy who replaced him, Derek Sprague, just machine gunning.
Yes,
and that Waugh interview was really good about like, are you upsetting the balance when you
talked about the private equity.
Like there's money, but you're now swimming in the deep end with real sharks and upsetting the 5-family balance, that sort of that loose.
He talked a lot about for-profit entities coming into the game and how that was going to change things, which
Hey, has private equity ruined Jersey Mike's? I'm seeing a lot of outcry. You're J Mike's devotee, PJ, but I don't know enough before and after, but people are very mad that they feel like it's ruined it.
I think it definitely hasn't gotten better. I think you're seeing it. The one that people are really pissed off about is Chipotle. People are doing like statistical analyses of like Chipotle. They're weighing their bowls, and the results are shocking.
All right, we'll see what happens with the tour.
So
I don't know. Not everything gets better.
Is this what happens on TikTok?
That's a Twitter thing, the Chipotle weighing the bowls. I haven't seen it on TikTok, but I'm sure people are mad about it there too.
All right.
Also, in pre-event news, the JT writes a memo to the players, saying that we have to be nicer to the broadcast partners because the fan forward research shows that for 18-34, the money demographic, the number one thing they want is player interaction and player personality. So JT writes a letter to the membership citing this fan forward research. The more we work with NBC, CBS, ESPN, the more they'll work with us. At the end of the day, we're all owners in this tour, so the bigger and better we make it not only benefits us financially, it benefits the fans and creates the ability for us to do bigger things down the road. He cites that he did a walk and talk at the Century, and he said something to the effect, I don't have the exact quote up, but something to the effect of, even if you think these are not useful or interesting, and then he says, which I do, we should do them anyway. And he said it wasn't that bad doing it during the Century. So JT making a point.
Wasn't that totally in like PGA Tour comms language? Just drafted it and told him to sign it.
Fan forward was capitalized and formatted exactly how you would imagine it was.
Maybe JT's a great delegator, and he said, "Listen, guys, I need this done.
Draft
I need delegated someone."
Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Fan forward. I'm sure he writes like that.
Yeah.
Capitalized fan forward.
Citing the exact research demographics and exactly what was on the survey. Yeah, I think JT's got that in his back pocket.
Good on him for putting his name behind something.
Absolutely. And I think the reaction was honestly like overwhelmingly positive.
Sure.
People excited to see a big name player trying to make a difference in terms of making the broadcast better. Greg Norman comes out of his cave after leaving as CEO of LIV, chats with Australian Golf Digest about wanting to debate Rory and Tiger in an attempt
I forgot about this.
to make sure that they acknowledge that LIV has improved their lives. And he is begging for a debate. The quote, I'd win the debate if it ever happened, but he just wants some acknowledgement that the PIP and the higher purses for signature events has made Rory and Tiger millions upon millions of dollars, $45 million for Tiger, as we said in the last episode, without playing practically. So Greg is just looking for a fight. Greg Norman is interested, maybe not in fighting, but debating, and will win the debate if and when that ever happens. Speaking of LIV, they announced that the 2025 season will start under the lights in Riyadh as part of the Fox deal.
Yeah.
That did not necessarily come out with the schedule announcement, so everybody's wondering how this will possibly happen. I can't wait until we get to that week, because that was just a bevy of content at 6 a.m. watching the Murunk man bat it around out there. TGL Week 3, NYGC back against the Atlanta Drive, and this was the debut of perhaps the most important player in TGL history. Billy Boy shows up with the Dirty Birds chain, does the Dirty Birds dance coming out of the tunnel. Billy Boy is the MVP of TGL from here on out, essentially. He walks in. He's got a Penix jersey on. He's steering into the skid of everything. He does the little pre-match interview in the practice room. He admits on live television that the producers asked them to keep it close after back-to-back weeks of blowouts.
I forgot about that.
Which is just a hilarious
and people are betting on it.
I was going to say a hilarious thing to do when there are markets that they are encouraging people. They show the live odds from whatever sportsbook, ESPN bet on this broadcast, and Billy is admitting to potentially having this fixed.
Not quite.
I mean, I'm asking questions. Lucas Glover, the fourth man, is not suited up for the drive, but is there getting interviewed by Marty in his Atlanta Drive quarter zip.
That's pretty good.
Tweets out a screenshot, an emotional Lucas Glover seen here reacting to a big par save from JT. Cam Young plays for NYGC, makes his debut. They got him doing the tunnel shot of his arrival. He is straight up just wearing like a jeans and a flannel. Meanwhile, they're making such a big deal of the tunnel fits like it's any other sport, and Cam Young is showing up in the most basic thing possible.
Good.
During the broadcast this night, Luke Donald is in attendance. Do you remember what happened here?
No.
Marty has the bright idea to ask Luke Donald how TGL is being used as a Ryder Cup prep.
Oh my God.
In what ways is TGL good preparation for the European Ryder Cup team? Brendan Porat, quote, I screamed out loud, I am deceased.
God, Marty was just a menace.
I think they got to bring him back. It's too much a part of the fabric. And what did Luke Donald? What did he like? Just smirk and
he almost laughed, but he said, they're hearing the heartbeat, they're playing under the gun. It's a high pressure environment. He gave a total non-answer. He's a professional, Luke Donald. Didn't just outwardly laugh in the guy's face. Auburn is there. Jackson Coyven is in attendance. Marty asks Auburn's golf coach, Coach, how are you going to use TGL to help teach these boys? Andy's tweeting a gif of Kevin from The Office laughing.
That was a question from Marty to the Auburn golf coach.
Defending national champions at that point. Golf coach.
Patrick Cantley standing over the ball, chipping from the artificial turf as I don't like no whips and chains and you can't tie me down. Blast from the speaker. That's a Brendan tweet.
That's so weird.
The driver vibing, the best team chemistry so far. Billy is a galvanizing force. That's from Andy. Joseph tweets, if they force golfers to choose between real golf and TGL, we might never see Billy outside again. So
good.
the drive shut out NYGC 4-0. Brendan with this absolute deep cut of Mets history from the SGS account. They cropped Steve Cohen's tweet to just say, I'm not happy this morning. This is a total deep cut from when Steven Matz reneged on a contract deal in like 2019. This is a real Mets hood classic right here from BP.
Not happy this morning.
And the Atlanta Drive tweet out a picture of all three, Patrick Cantley, Billy, and JT in Dirty Birds chains. I don't understand how any of this happened, really. But that the Atlanta Drive, obviously they won. So deservingly with the amount of content they provided. Patrick Cantley was discussing on the hot mic the EV of using the hammer, which people just went nuts about. Math guy, distressed debt investor Patrick Cantley on the screen talking about when is the best time to strategically use the hammer. What else do we have? That's it for TGL, I swear.
Well, we're going right back to TGL. Or do you have more?
Oh, no, I haven't even gotten to the farmers yet. That was Tuesday night, brother. We're nowhere. Tournament hasn't even started yet.
Harris won.
Harris won.
Is killing us. TGL is going to make this 25 parts. All right, we got to get through TGL season. All right.
All I remember from Harris was he had just a great 2-putt on 13 on Sunday.
That's all that basically happened in the tournament after the first round on Wednesday. In other news, KVV saves Long Island Public Golf with the Bethpage podcast this week, and the Old Course is awarded the 155th Open in 2027. Formally. Now we get to Farmers, which is, as I mentioned to start here, just a withdrawal fest that gets worse as Will Zalatoris withdraws 5 minutes before his tee time on Wednesday and sends the DFS gambling community into an absolute tizzy as he was expected to win this event.
I always love that.
He was one of the favorites going into this event. He withdraws. That gets Ryan Moore in. Ryan Moore withdraws to get Bob Garrigus in, who just needs a shot. Can beat Jordan Spieth for his sponsor exemption points wherever. Bob Garrigus gets a spot. Do you remember why Ryan Moore withdrew? Why he wasn't able to play at Torrey?
Was he was somewhere else in some lesser event?
On vacation?
He was on the floor walking the PGA show.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
He's walking the PGA show. I think it was like a family member's company. He was there advertising,
Okay.
but he withdrew
That's
from a
great.
start in which
funny.
he got in on that like the last minute, and that's how Bob Garrigus got in. Jackson Koivin, fresh off of his trip to the SoFi Dome, and Luke Clanton, both in the field, both play well in this event. They're rapidly approaching. I think they both need at this point a top 5 to secure a PGA Tour card. Neither of them get it, but just another pop that you see more of them through the Florida swing here. Ludwig shoots a 9 under 63 in round 1 to hold the first round lead, was unconscious in the first round. But then round 2 on Thursday, wind is out of control to the point where they stop play. People are very, very upset about this. I will bring up a tweet from the SGS account in which the PGA Tour comms tweet is quote tweeted with the Pampered F's video from Patrick Cantley. People are very, very not happy that this event was being put on pause.
But this was after like a soaked Kapalua, Amex play like set up like just disgracefully. Just been a tough month.
Yes, not good. So it was actually both courses at Torrey were playing 5 shots over where they played on Wednesday for the first round, and they paused and had to finish the third round on Friday. Also in the news on Friday was that the Genesis was officially moving to Torrey, which was the speculated reason for some of these early week withdrawals because the signature event would be back there in 2 weeks. Jordan Spieth also got announced as the sponsor exemption into the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, which time is a flat circle, as we have now found out. Ludwig gets sick after the second round and falls apart on the weekend with a 74-79 last 2 rounds after holding the lead. So that paves way for Andrew Novak to pop with a solo third-place finish after a strong weekend. But Harris English wins his 5th PGA Tour event, makes 15 pars on Saturday to just land the plane, pars out the entire back 9.
This was hard. Like it was a good golf watch.
It was
the golf.
It was 8 under. It was windy, not windy enough to stop the tournament, but the final score was 8 under. And Harris just completely landed the plane, 15 pars in the final round, including 9 straight on the back 9 to get in. Andy calls it the 2025 Ryder Cup redemption story that we all saw coming, which obviously ended up being true. Good on you for calling that so early. Other news, Wes Bryan was at one point in the top 10. He finished in 25th in this event. And there were tweets from people naturally wondering, why does the PGA never show Wesley Bryan? There are some conspiracies out there if you're really interested in finding them. People did not like this tweet from the SGS account. People were very, very upset. This was found by the YouTube golf contingent.
Brendan's currently in a kerfuffle with the Bryan brothers.
I'm not in anything.
However,
I'm trying to be peacemaker.
I'm fine.
You were in the mentions trying to be peacemaker. However, they started the conspiracy, so I don't really think we were out of line at all there. In other news, 2 TGL pieces of news break to round out this week. Jupe Links adds Mike Trout to the ownership group out of just completely nowhere. The Millville Meteor lands in Jupiter.
He's used to being part of hopeless franchises.
He is. He's actually uniquely qualified. And Sticks Boy is part of the Ball Frogs. This comes out. This is 2 days before we head down there. I can't wait to see what Andy pulls from our trip to the SoFi Dome. I called it out at the end of part 1 that Dayman would be back. Andy, if you would like to cue up the soundboard here.
Fighter of the night, man. Oh, champion of the sun.
Oh gosh.
Oh, you're a master of.
I forgot about that.
Jason Day, this is the first of many interesting sweaters that Jason Day breaks out for the early part of the season. He's got some mountains on there. I believe there might have been paragliders on the back to commemorate Torrey from this Malbon sweater.
I remember that sweater wasn't for sale
Yes.
online.
Oh, that's right.
And then hey, out of the goodness of their own heart, they made it available for people to purchase.
Yes. So Dayman making waves on the broadcast. Other news wrap-ups. Rahm confirms that Legion 13 has secured a full Team Callaway deal, which was a big deal on the Live sponsorship front. Dottie Pepper calls out the pace of play on the broadcast.
That was awesome.
Saying that the word is now respect, and we have to respect the fans, other players, and the broadcast by speeding up a little bit, especially after Amex, which was just a 5-hour final round. This was not much better. And Davis Love III underwent open heart surgery, but was positively in recovery. That was big emotional for Harris English, who obviously is very close with DL3. He was playing for DL3 on Saturday. So that's what we got for Farmers and Billy Boy in the SoFi Dome to start us off here.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Right. We are soldiering on with this year review, and we are powered by Good Walk Coffee. I've got my mug here. We're on like hour, 2.5, 3 of this recording session.
We're into the threes.
It's Good Walk Coffee, fine. Fresh pot. You can too if you go to goodwalkcoffee.com/shotgun. That's goodwalkcoffee.com/shotgun. The code is SGS. Gets you 20% off your entire order. This is a great gift. It's a consumable good, something that somebody can put to good use. It won't stack up in the corner like socks or underwear or garbage little knickknacks that people inevitably, default to from these, corruptible and corrupted holiday gift guides that lead you down dark paths by needless junk. This is consumable. It's useful. Goodwalkcoffee.com/shotgun. The code is SGS. It's 20% off. A portion of the sales support our work. We got big plans for 26. Big plans. We're going to get out there on the road, and if we get enough Good Walk Coffee subscribers, maybe we'll be out on the road near you.
Maybe we'll be out on the road with PJ. PJ's the swing. PJ comes if he sells coffee.
Well, PJ's got all these riders. He needs like $25 worth of Sour Patch Kids and Skittles in his hotel room. We got to sell bags to get PJ out.
We need coffee sales to get PJ out on the road.
He's got all his candy demands when he's on the road. All right, goodwalkcoffee.com/shotgun. The code is SGS, gets you 20% off. Thanks to them for their support and for you purchasing for your support. All right, let's go. We're next to the first true, I believe, signature event of the season. I suppose Century kind of counts, though that's
the PGA Tour's top FedEx Cup performers will arrive in Maui at Kapalua Resort's iconic plantation course to play the Century and start the opening drive of our 2025 season.
Are we just going to play that for every part all the way through?
How dare you try and cheapen Century?
It's not a full merit deal. It's like if you won or your top 50 preceding year, if you win the Puerto Rico Open, so I don't know.
Well, as Jay said when he was actually recording that video, it is the Tournament of Champions in an ideal world.
So
not in this one.
The AT&T Pebble Beach National Pro-Am is your first, I say, true signature event of the year. Well, that's where you get your first Aon Next 10 participation. What do we have?
Obviously, this is new format where it's 2 days.
Right.
Of stroke play with a partner. They're gone for the weekend, and it yielded one of the great weekends, but we'll get into that. First and foremost, there's a big showdown in the TGL.
I was gonna say, are we going to TGL again? All right,
this TGL peaked here.
Was this Juice Stinks versus Ball Frogs?
Yeah, we were there. We were there in person. We had to jerry rig a live show set up out of a bedroom of an Airbnb. Remember that?
Yeah, we were essentially sitting on each other's laps to get this all out there.
I was crawling in and out of the screen, but hey, it worked. It happened.
Got it done.
Wait, so Rory played a Ball Frogs match and then flew to Pebble Beach and won Pebble Beach?
Uh-huh.
God, I don't even remember that. Okay.
So the Frogs and Jupe Stinks showdown. We're live. We could get into a lot of things here. We went to a pre-party You wrote about this. It was a Ball Frogs pre-party. I think in your article you wrote a freshly laid slab of concrete. There we were standing next to Noah Khan, Niall Horan, David Ortiz, many other people of importance.
It's Palm Beach Community College, and you're just at this like random parking lot, and all these people like, what is going on? Yeah.
PJ gets to meet Noah Khan. We took a picture.
Yeah, that's good.
We pulled Noah Khan. PJ wasn't going to say anything. But the best part is that PJ made it onto the Noah Khan Nation page after posting the photo. And, all the comments, the shotgunners just get in the comments.
About this. Well,
looks like more of a. So the tweet or the text on the page is golf journalist from recent.
With the
recent TGL event. And then somebody commented, he looks a little young to be a golf journalist to me.
I love the fried egg reply. Who is on the actually the number one Champions Tour correspondent in the world. Don't besmirch him for looking young.
Then the shotgunners got into the comments. Looks more like a large intestine journalist to me. Just a couple of stick boys. America's sweetheart and also a singer.
Oh, God.
Cool, I guess, but he covers the Champions Tour, not even the PGA. Stick boy season, and then there's a Photoshop of PJ in a large intestine. Just the shotgunners just blew up this Noah Khan fan nation page. Wonder what the Noah Khan Nation's been up to.
They're not. They didn't know what they were getting into. PJ. That was great. We met him, and he could tell me kind of like he's just like, Noah kind of like, I can tell you guys have a little bit of a bit on your little show here.
I can tell you guys are doing bits right now. We're not that covert, as it turns out. turns out when three guys come up and try to haphazardly explain the podcast, they people can tell what's going on.
Did you? Where would Noah Khan rank on Lunch with the Boys potential guests?
High. I think we would do some bits. I think we would have some fun.
Would he be above Cameron Young or below?
Below, because the show can't continue unless we get another Cameron Young interview. Because by the rule that Brendan has set, we are beholden to the 2-to-1 ratio.
Would you rather have Rory or Noah Khan on Lunch with the Boys?
It's a great question. I think I'd love to get Rory's take on avenging his loss to Cameron Young at the 2019 WGC Dell Match Play.
That what you'd want from Rory?
I mean, among other things, but again, like this is because then we could take that and use it in the next Cam Young episode.
So I don't even remember that. Okay, Cam Young beat Rory. That's
you
great.
didn't even watch the highlight video. You had me make the highlight.
Yeah,
video.
I remember it now.
Come on,
God, I like that highlight video.
Rory, and Noah, open invite. We'd love to have either of you. I feel confident saying that. I'll speak for my other boy.
Steve Cohen or Noah Khan? Who would be higher?
Steve.
Steve
might be my white whale. Joseph has Jordan. Joseph wants Jordan really bad. I want Steve. That's it.
I had a call with Joseph. Like we chat, like mentor or whatever. Like, we talk about content, and he's like, this is like a month or two ago. He goes, do you think we need to think about like rebranding Lunch with the Boys? I was like, what do you mean? It's like, well, like I'm like 36. I'm not a boy. I was like, no, you're a boy. Damn it, the hell. We're not rebranding shit. You guys are the boys. You're Lunch with the Boys. Like I'm in my like 30s. He's not 36. He's younger than that. Whatever he is.
I think he's like 28 or 29.
Whatever he is. Yeah, I just aged him by like 10 years. But either way, it's like I'm not really a boy. I'm kind of like an adult. I was like, the hell you are. This is Lunch with the Boys. Anyways, all right. Your other boy might not want Rory.
You know, I think I personally have gotten TGL fatigue from year in review because I did not dive as deep into this as before. I also on my next tournament have the triple header. So
Oh God. Oh, what are we doing? I think we need TGL needs to sponsor this next year. Chip us off a check or something. Christ.
honestly, that might make it worth doing all this.
I mean, seriously, this is great promo for TGL starting 5 weeks from now. This is all stuff that everybody forgot about.
Seems like everybody's wetting their TGL beak except for us.
Oh, here we go. Let's get some media watchdog takes. Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, they splashed the pot with everybody, for God's sakes. Not us.
No.
No O'Connor.
No. Just Noah Khan and Steve. Shout out to Steve.
We're more in bed with the franchises we support.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Steve. I love you.
You're getting Jupe Stinks cooler bags.
I got a Yeti. Yeah.
I've got a bunch of Ball Frogs gear. PJ met Noah Khan and got lunch with the boys with Cameron Young. So
There we go.
Thank you, Steve. Sign Cody Bellinger.
All right, what are we on? AT&T? Or are we
No,
still
we're still
Oh,
on
there's
there.
still TGL.
Yeah, we haven't gone anywhere. You know, to be completely honest, we have gone nowhere.
Well, we went to the pre-party. We're on the slab of concrete. That's where we are. David Ortiz is sitting there.
And this week, Tom Sim is bored. The nickname Tom Sim.
Who came up with that? Was that Matt Perry?
I think so.
Tom Sim. Just shouts it.
They refer to him the TGL rookie, Tom Sim.
Wait, what?
They're all TGL rookies.
Because he didn't play in the first
So
match?
Josh Carpenter pointed this out. I love this. Aren't they all rookie? Aren't they all TGL rookies? Did I send you? I should have sent you this. Tiger got a shot clock violation. That was the strangest thing in the world. It was like he just like blanked out over the ball.
He was standing over like a 5-foot putter. It was a putt, no?
Yes,
And Derek Stafford was trying to swallow the whistle.
very much.
He was not ready to make the call on Tiger's shot clock violation.
I think that was the only one of the year.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we need more shot clock violations. I think about that. That's like one of the great moments in TGL history.
Man, Tiger between like thinking the shot was 110 yards and it was like 210 or whatever that
Actually,
was.
199, and he thought it was 99.
And then like the shot clock, he had some just kind of not present moments. All right.
There's TIO relief in this
What?
Yes.
simulator.
Yes.
I can't remember. It was the guy. He hit it over into the like next to the grandstands on that one hole,
Yeah.
and they got a drop.
Okay.
And it's like, what are we doing that we're designing sim holes that have TIO relief?
So many insanities with the holes.
We don't need to talk about the results.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Well, what happened was the match was going long, and it went into a playoff. And
You got to read these
the Duke
for the
fans were
non-visual.
just outraged because Duke basketball was once again
I cannot reiterate that every time TGO went long, it was literally Duke, the number one team in the country.
Cooper Flag,
Kai Knipple, any reason to watch this team, it was always Duke.
This is from Con Knipple season, who's Mike Hoops page. I wonder what it is now. Something probably Carlos Boozer or
Cameron.
Cameron Boozer.
Yeah.
Just turned on this abomination of indoor golf simulator, and they're in hole 12. Is this out of 18? Are we gonna get to the Duke game at the under 8 timeout at ESPN? This is embarrassing. Embarrassing. Stop showing this fake sport. Earl J. Watson. Why the fuck is putt-putt on ESPN instead of Duke versus State? Fuck that shit. Get the damn game on.
Putt.
So that's what happens. Juke Links gets their one win of the year, beating the Frogs in a playoff. It was a heated.
Oh, it was like a chip off, right? Or
it was the chip off
thing. Yeah.
It was a chip off in which they set it up for Tiger versus Rory to be the third deciding match, and then Juke Links won the first two and the best two of three.
That's right. Anticlimactic.
So Rory on Tiger that night. I've shared the course with him many times, and I've been in a couple final groups with him. And he has just as much intensity out there tonight as he does when he's trying to win a major championship or trying to finish off a golf tournament. He was feeling it out there, and it was really cool to see. It was like a high intensity match.
Yeah, I think that was after a few like anti-competitive matches. There was palpable buzz in the arena, in the SoFi Dome, I suppose. The Spirit Halloween Dome.
Anyways, TGL 4 weeks in, they go 919,000 viewers week 1, 1.05 week 2, 682 week 3, and then week 4, which started at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 864. So it was the best match, in terms of it. But Josh Carpenter surmised that the early start time and different night kept it below the 1 million. All right, let's get to the AT&T. Enough TGL. I can't believe I have to do the triple header next.
Just don't.
What?
Just don't.
Well, I had pulled some fun stuff from you guys. This running diary, your blog.
There you go. That's easy.
Yeah.
Don't go outside that.
Well, it's impossible to ignore when you're doing the Twitter searches.
Sure.
All right. When asked if he was concerned about the PGA Tour's future at the AT&T, Rory McIlroy replied, "I'm concerned about myself." A much different kind of response versus what he had said at last year's AT&T or the year before that, and being wrapped up, and it kind of set the tone for the year.
Was the year before when Spieth said that we're not urgent to get a deal done in the text chain? He removed himself from the text chain. That was the year before. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that was the year before.
That's funny.
Rory and Shane make aces in the first round.
I forgot about that.
Rory, I think, just dunked right in. Spyglass, yeah. Scottie is back from his hand injury. Rory says that Scottie should hire a chef. He's got enough money. He should hire a chef. Why is he cooking himself? Scottie said, "I do have a chef," and he said, "Her name's Meredith." Was met with mixed.
Maybe not one for Gloria Steinem, but one for the. All right. Go ahead.
Definitely, Tom Kim topped an opening tee shot, and then he did a club twirl. Tom Sim. Must have been the jet lag coming from Jupiter out there.
Tom Sim.
Saturday, the winds just get gnarly. It was awesome. It was an awesome day of golf. It was like one of those Pebble Beach days you dream of, where you get just the big wind off the ocean. It was cold, and you had to hit golf shots. Not surprisingly, the best rounds of the day generally came from veteran players who know actually how to hit golf shots. It's not just TrackMan golfers where
love it,
just launch it high,
pop them. There you go.
Lot of experienced veterans played the best rounds when the weather turned. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Shot making, when you have to hit golf shots, their experience matters a lot. The best round of the day, maybe one of the best rounds of the year, without a doubt. Rory McIlroy shoots 65, and it just moves him into the position to win the golf tournament. It was bogey-free round in really, really tough conditions. After the round, he says that he's trying to play more like Scottie. So, he says that effectively, like, I'm just trying to play more boring like Scottie. And that becomes like a big kind of theme of the beginning of the year.
I can see it.
Rory goes on to win this tournament. It's his 27th PGA Tour win. He entered Sunday, won back a step, and he effectively ended it early on Sunday after he eagled the 14th hole, which was a truly unbelievable. He did this all 4 days, but he took this preposterous line.
Yeah.
Which was like over this crazy tree. He was just way past, and on the YouTube you can see just so far past out where nobody else was. Austin, our great social media manager, said the no divot zone. He had 7-iron in, he eagles and just puts the tournament to bed at that point. It was one thing that happened. I have to say I wasn't disappointed. We had the old clunky coverage gap. Rory's going to play 7 and 8, and they switched to CBS, and guess what's on?
Illinois.
It was Illinois, Indiana,
Ohio State.
I knew it was a red
Illinois,
team.
Ohio State.
I don't remember this.
On the TV.
Oh my god!
It's like you got Rory McIlroy
on 6.
I think that's where he overtook the lead.
Yes. They were like neck and neck. It was the worst possible time.
And he's playing the most picturesque hole on the PGA Tour on a Bluebird Sunday afternoon at Pebble Beach, and they click over to Illinois basketball.
January or February Big Ten basketball, whatever.
And it was only available. They didn't kick it back to Golf Channel. It was only available online.
Oh,
yes,
God.
CBS.com.
It was a disaster.
Yeah.
Golf Channel had like women's or champs tour or something, probably. Okay.
Yeah.
God.
So he wins. It was just an incredible, round display. Is like, oh man, Rory is here for this year. Rory on the venues, good venues are a big part of the storyline. This is after Saturday's round. When we go to a major championship, especially a U.S. Open or an Open championship, I always feel the golf course is a big part of the storyline heading into Thursday. Sometimes on the PGA Tour, that isn't the case, because whether you play a run-of-the-mill TPC or whatever it is, it just isn't that interesting. So Rory wins for the first time at what he had called one of the cathedrals of the game, Pebble Beach. Elsewhere, Scottie finished his T9 in his debut. I think he led the field in strokes gained approach after this was his first start back.
Yeah. Right back in
LaMagna in the newsletter never he's our watchdog for free FedEx Cup points. Never misses an opportunity to point out when somebody's maybe gotten something for free. Elsewhere, in season debuts, Jordan Spieth made his first start on the PGA Tour following an off-season wrist injury. Competing on a sponsor's exemption, Spieth fired 70, 72, 79, 67 to finish T69 out of 78 golfers. Despite the shaky start to the year, the effort wasn't all for naught. With this finish, Spieth earned 5.75 FedEx Cup points, which places him ahead of 12 PGA Tour players who have made a cut this season.
Guys who've made cuts. He's still ahead of them with this free 5 points. Did you say 79 in there?
Yeah, 79 in round
day?
3.
Yeah, okay.
During the wind part. He kept blown out to sea when the conditions got tough. Gabby Herzig picked up on another great outfit. This time he went just This time he just went full sweatsuit.
Sweatsuit grout fit, as she puts it in her. That's pretty good. Grout fit?
It's just like a gray sweatsuit that I might be in the couch on.
Yeah, baggier. God. Was this when Trevor said that he lost his luggage or something, and then they like turned it or made it an activation and sent him luggage? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then all the Instagram golf fashion people said Malbon's running circles around everybody else.
Yeah, that's fine. This is maybe they know that's their domain.
All right, let's dive into news. Jim Nantz bought Scottie Scheffler's 2012 GMC Yukon that had over 150,000 miles on it. He bought it at an auction for $50,000. So that was big news.
Kind of weird, but whatever. It's interesting.
You said it.
Love Jim.
Bernie Longer says we can expect to see Tiger Woods making appearances on the Champions Tour. This is what Bernie says. Longer played with Woods at the PNC and made the comments at the Chubb Classic. I'm convinced he will play several events. Depends how many. I'm going to gradually get older and older here, and I may not be at the very top of my game when he comes out, but he always moves the needle. So Bernie Longer, greatest Champions Tour player of all time, expects Tiger to be playing on the Champions Tour.
Will Bernie be playing?
Yes.
He's going to keep playing. All right.
Jim Furyk was named an ASCAP. Tom McKibben officially to live. It was a 3-year, $5 million deal. People thought that was kind of crazy. Not a great deal for McKibben. I mean, he made a ton of money this year playing and has worked his way into majors. Yep. So maybe it was the right decision. Who knows?
Yep.
All right, Bryson. Do you know where Bryson was playing this week?
Some YouTube invitational or something. Where was he?
Bryson was in India playing DLF.
Oh, yes. That's right.
I forgot about
God,
that.
the quotes from this were amazing. About 17 and all that.
I don't even have those.
Whatever. It's a hard course. What it was.
Bryson, while playing, he said one of the funny things. He said he'd love for the Crushers to play TGL. So he wants the Crushers team in TGL.
He's just always advocating for something or other.
That would be interesting. I think TGL has an interesting opportunity. I'm all about anything to grow the game. So if it's helping grow the game, fantastic. I don't know all the numbers behind it. So I don't know if it'll make me enough money.
I don't know if Bryson is gonna like the TGL technology.
Oh God.
Guy knows how far he hits the ball.
Here's some more from him on TGL. Would it be fun? Yeah, it could be fun. I don't know if they'd pick me though. I have no idea. I've got a live team over here, the Crushers GC. Come on. The Crushers would be a part of that. Now, a few quotes on DLF. It's a diabolical course. There's a lot going on, and I think the person that's going to do well this week has to see it for what it is, which is a strategic golf course. You have to plot your way around, be very methodical, and you can't overpower it.
Strategic is a word for it, I suppose.
We need to do a match at DLF.
Can we get Hero to sponsor that? Maybe I could call up Dr. Manjal. Be like, you want to make some YouTube content? Let's do it. Do a match at DLF.
You know who won DLF?
Oh, I do, but I don't remember. It's gonna kill me.
Not the Battleship SSP Charaiza, but Ollie Schneiderjans, who's now got like a lifetime ban.
Yes.
Pete Rose for the PGA Tour. Ollie Schneiderjans
cannot ever play in America again, basically.
Guess who won on the KFT? It's a shotgun start favorite.
Cucumber. Who won?
That was gonna be my guess.
Higo. Who won?
The teeter totter.
Oh my God. Is he a favorite? The teeter totter. Kentucky's very own.
And last but not least, we got the story behind how Scottie hurt his hand. We wanted to make pasta from scratch, so you got to roll the dough, then you got to cut the dough. But we were at a rental house, so we didn't have the right tools, and the only thing there was a wine glass that we found. So I had my hand on top of it, and it broke. Which, a side note, I heard nothing but horror stories since this happened about wine glasses. So be careful, even if you're like me and you don't drink wine. You've got to be real careful with wine glasses.
Anti-wine glass.
Yeah, what an idiot. Just stupid.
I mean, the wine glass lobby's not gonna like that.
Honestly, like one of the most idiotic. Like I couldn't imagine trying to roll sushi with a wine glass, or roll a pasta out with a wine glass.
Was that what he's doing? Was he trying to cut it?
I thought he was making
pressing down.
Circle.
No, I think he was rolling it like this with the top of his hand on top of it. If I'm thinking about it, because he's rolling the dough. Like that is how you mess up your hand. If you think about it, you're putting pressure down on like a very thin piece of glass. Like,
that's
what
fine.
an idiot. Just stupid.
That actually changed my entire opinion now a year later. I thought he was making circles,
Cutting
and pressing
circles.
down, and it stabbed him.
From the dough.
I think he was rolling the dough out. Rereading that.
Interesting. Wonder if he has a claim against like the rental company too, the rental house. You didn't have proper pasta rolling tools. You could have some lost wages claim on that.
Because you'd cut the dough, you could cut it with a knife.
Yeah, I just didn't know if they were looking to shape like a nice shape circle, uniform. You go boom, boom, boom all the way down, like a cookie cutter essentially. But yeah. Okay.
All right, that does it.
We'll have to get some clarity on that at some point. All right.
You forgot
Thank God we're done with this.
who won the Chubb Classic?
I don't remember.
Justin Leonard, setting up for the summer of Justin Leonard in Portrush. We'll get to that.
Tratty ambassador, Justin Leonard. All right, that does it. Part 2 of the year review. We're through a whole 5 events, still on the West Coast. We're going to start Sunday, try to get through the players maybe. Then we're going to flip over to Australian Open, Hero World Challenge. We just talked about the venues Rory won at. He's going to be at Royal Melbourne next week. And then we'll come back to your review during the Christmas December stretch. Thank you for your continued support. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you all have safe travels back to home or wherever you may be going this weekend. International people, hope you have a nice regular ass weekend with no Thanksgiving. Thanks again for your continued support of the Shotgun Start. We will talk to you.
Hopefully my long lost cousin Ben Johnson delivers another W.
The Eagles.
A victory Saturday.
We'll talk to you on Monday.